Hold up, there we go. When I went to press record, it like froze on me for a sec. All right, welcome everyone. Let's go ahead and find that nice seated position. We'll start here with just a couple of minutes. You can close your eyes if that feels okay to you. If you are comfortable closing your eyes, it can be very helpful. It just kind of helps you tune in a little more inward. So you begin to kind of feel your body more than see it, awakening some of your senses of touch and hear. Just feel yourself here in space. Notice how you're connected into the earth. Check in, see how your back's feeling, how's your shoulders feeling, how's your neck feeling. Physically, how do you feel today? And take a moment, check in with the thoughts, the emotions. How are they this morning? There's no judgment. It's just that checking in, honoring how you feel, knowing that physical feelings, emotional feelings, they change, they come, they go. So honor where you are now. And then check back in at the end of class and see how you're feeling. So for now, we'll begin to make that connection down through the sits bones. So feel your glutes connecting with the earth. And then lengthen up through that vertebrae, one spine at a time, one vertebrae at a time, I should say. Feel the shoulder blades pull down your back. I want you to feel all of this contraction coming into your body. Feel your belly button pulling into your spine, your shoulder blades connecting towards each other in the back. A little bit of lengthening through the neck. Your head is in neutral. You feel strong. Or maybe you feel a little bit tired having to use your muscles here. That's okay too. Again, just check in and honor how it feels to set nice and tall. And on an inhale, bring the palms of the hands together. You can let the thumbs rest at your heart. Taking a moment to set that intention. I like to set a how. You can set a what if you like. I personally like how, right? Because I can always control the how. I don't always get to control the what. When you're ready, gently bow that chin towards your chest. Let your eyes open. Pausing here, let the light in. On our inhale, we'll bring those arms up overhead, interlacing the fingers, open the palms to the ceiling. Reach nice and tall. And we're going to take that little bit of a round forward. And then an inhale, open up. A round forward on the exhale. Welcome to now. Inhale, open up. Welcome, Lindsay. 2 more times. Round forward. And open 1 more time. Round forward. And open. Release those hands down and let's go ahead and come on up to all fours. Start to bring a little more movement to our body, connecting that movement with our breath. So inhaling that belly drops down through cow. And exhale, that belly rounds up through cow. And then let your body move at its tempo, at its pace. Good morning, Maria, Tracy, Heather, Janelle, Lindsay, Amanda, Allison, Shalise, Cheryl, Suzanne, and Valerie. Feel your body move with your breath. See if you can just kind of shut out the rest of the world for these next, 21 minutes. No, it's longer than that, 26 minutes. And let the movement that we do in here be your meditation. So I'm going to keep it pretty basic today. And we're going to move a little more consistently. So we'll add on, we'll do a little warrior add-on progression today. So as your body's starting to warm up, find your toes, curl them under. Maybe march the feet out a couple of times, just checking out, waking up the bottoms of the feet. And then we'll start to work our way up into that downward facing dog. Take your time once you get up there, walking your dog out, lifting and lowering, alternating heels. Welcome, Kristen, welcome, Jen. So we'll add on each time. As I said, we're going to keep it pretty basic. We'll go through our warrior, our lunge, our warrior two, our reverse, our extended. We'll just continue to flow and add on. From here, let your knees bend, let your heels lift. Be kind of bouncy there in your knees for a moment. Maybe drop those hips side to side. We'll feel that come through the rib cage. Lots of strength still here in the upper body. Nice. And then come back center. Press that chest back towards your quads. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Draw that tailbone up towards the sky. Let your ears hang right between your biceps as you lower your heels to the ground. Reverse upside down, right? Downward facing dog. On our inhale, bend the knees, shift the gaze, walk the feet forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, glutes sink. Inhale, arms rise all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands through your chest, right back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plank. Hold. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, lift up through your cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, bend the knees, step the right foot, then the left. Lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, fold down. Beautiful, just moving that body. Lift and plank. Take your chaturanga through. Now, anytime on this chaturanga, cobra, back to down dog, you could skip that. You could just go from plank to down dog. Inhale, step your other foot forward. Exhale, follow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, and inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Plant the hands, stepping back. Take that chaturanga through. So I won't continue to say all of these words through this part. Right? I will just say that vinyasa through to down dog, and you can always skip it. Let's start to add on a little bit here. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, we're going to come up into our lunge. We're flowing today. Exhale, plant those hands right back, stepping into that plank, pressing into your down dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it through. We're just going to flow and add on. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down, step back. Inhale, bend the knees, shift the gaze, walk, step, or float. Inhale, lift. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, arms come up, chair pose, right? So we're adding chair to this. On our inhale, big up. Exhale, big swan dive forward. Coming through that vinyasa, right? Or you could go straight to your down dog and meet us there. Right, so flow a little bit at your own pace here. Gorgeous, friends. Inhale, the right leg rises. Exhale, we step it through. Inhale into our lunge. And exhale, open into our warrior two. Inhale, this left hand comes up and over. Plant it back down. Step back. Downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, step it through. Just this nice flowy movement. Open into your warrior two. Arm comes up and over, back down. Exhale, step into your downward facing dog. Pause here. Take a couple of breaths in down dog, or maybe drop to child's pose. Letting your body, your muscle memory, take in what we've done so far. We're going to just continue to build and grow for probably about another 10 minutes, and then we'll slow things down a little bit at the end. On our inhale, bend the knees, shift the gaze, walk, step, or float. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, sink down into that chair. Beautiful. Inhale, rise up and forward. Lift, floating through that chaturanga or skipping it and going straight to your down dog. Slow at your pace a little bit, right? We'll always start to pause here in down dog for a breath so everyone can catch up. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, our lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach. Exhale, reverse. And then inhale those arms, rainbow all the way back down. Step back, down dog. We'll pause for a breath here, giving everyone a chance to catch up. Same thing. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, step it through. Inhale your lunge. Exhale your warrior two. Inhale, reach. Exhale, reverse. Beautiful. And then inhale, big rainbow, those arms down. Step back. Downward facing dog. Pause there. Little bit longer down dog. Pause at the end of the flow. And on our inhale, bend the knees, shift the gaze. Walk, step, or float. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, sinking into that chair. Beautiful, my friends. Inhale, up and over. Coming through that vinyasa. We'll meet in that down dog. So if you get there faster or slower, no worries. If you want to skip through the chaturanga, you have that option. You come in and make your way to down dog. We'll pause here. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach. Exhale, reverse. And then on our inhale, we're going to come to this extended side angle. Right arm just hovers inside that right leg. Reach that left arm over. Then on an exhale, plant down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach and reverse. Inhale, extend. And exhale, down. Step back, downward facing dog. Now that's all we're going to add on at this point. And we're going to take a few minutes here and let yourself just kind of float at your pace if you like. I'll guide you through it one more time. I'll let you go on your own maybe once or twice, just to see if you can lose yourself in the movement of your body. So here we go on our inhale, we walk, step, or float the feet forward, lifting out. Exhale, sinking, coming through our chair. Inhale, rise up and fold. Through that chaturanga, or remember, you can skip it. You could go straight to down dog. Nice. From your downward facing dog, inhale, the right leg rises. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach. Reverse. Inhale, extend. And exhale, stepping back, downward facing dog. Other side, same thing. Inhale, stepping through. Coming up through your lunge. Your warrior two. Your reach. Your reverse. Your extend. And come on back down. So if you would like to just go off on your own and float through each side twice, feel free. If you want to stick with me, I'll still guide you with simple words. So as you're ready, we'll come back up to the top of our mat. Coming through our chair. Rising and through our vinyasa. Try to let yourself just tune into your breath here. Feel the feels of your body. Letting yourself pause if you need to pause. We'll come through to our lunge. Our warrior two. Our extend and reverse. And then our extend and hold. And then back down and through that other side. If you want to throw an extra vinyasa in there, you can. We'll take it through the left, same thing. Through our lunge, you look gorgeous. Through your warrior. Don't worry so much if you miss a step. Right? I just want you to experience this moment of just flowing with your body. If your body naturally wants to put an extra piece in there, let it put an extra piece. If it wants to hold a pose, let it hold a pose. You'll eventually make your way back to downward facing dog. And we'll just do that one more time. When you're ready, coming forward, lifting through your chair. Beautiful. Remember, you're at your pace. You don't have to be here with me. I just want to guide you so you don't feel like I'm leaving you. Rolling through that vinyasa. Maybe skipping it. Maybe just holding in a down dog. When you're ready, we'll go through that lunge and warriors one more time each side. Right leg. Just feel the body moving. We'll be slowing things down here in just a moment. Just feel that body. And just tune into it. Feel the ease, right? Let it be easy. And then finishing through that left side. Beautiful. Reaching, extending, reaching. Come on down. Stepping back to your downward facing dog, holding there, or come on down onto those shins. Step back into that child's pose. Wherever you are in down dog or child's pose, take maybe a full 60 seconds here. That can be a long time in down dog, but if you're really wanting to feel that strength today, feel free to stay in down dog. Let your body absorb all that flowiness. So we're going to slow it down a bit. Hold some positions a little bit longer now that that body is nice and warm. When you're ready, if you're in child's pose, start to make your way back up to downward facing dog. Nice. Work our down dog here a little bit. Try to take your tailbone, lift it towards the sky, and pull the top, the crown of the head down towards your thumbs. Now really feel, we're holding here, we can feel all that length in our body. And on our inhale, bend the knees, shift the gaze, walk, step, or float. Inhale, lift halfway. As we exhale, sink those glutes down. Inhale those arms up. Chair pose. Now, if you happen to be following along with our monthly challenge, right, we are in wall set. So chair pose is an awesome yoga version of wall set. So we're going to try to hold this a bit here. Think about your knees. So if your knees are touching, your feet are touching. If your knees aren't touching, your feet aren't touching. Right? So the feet are right, the knees are right over the feet. Set the glutes down, lift the heart. It's a little bit harder to hold a chair pose, I think, than a wall. We don't have that wall there with us. Right? Use some of those same muscles. Then on our inhale, reach up. On our exhale, big forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. We're going to step back into that plank. Now it is also a month of the plank challenge. So we're going to hold here in our plank a little bit. We're taking a few of these poses and just really breaking them down. Pull those shoulder blades down the back. Pull the navel to the spine. Pull that nice, strong back. Strong right here. Beautiful. pressing through your heels. Gorgeous. Take your inhale. Now on our exhale, here's a little challenge for you. I want you to lower down if you can and hover right there. Can you hover in that plank right above the ground? Take one more breath, then drop and come up into cobra. Ah, gorgeous. Pull that navel into the spine, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Drive that tailbone high to the sky. On our inhale, we're going to reach that right leg high to the sky. Hold it up there. Reach those toes. Point them to the sky. Feel that strength. Nice. Now we're going to let this right hip open over the left. Let that right knee bend. We're going to come into one leg down dog right here. So you're in one leg down dog. Now we're going to play with flipping this if you like. So you can come a little bit soft into your left knee. And then let this right arm start to lift. And that right leg's going to try to extend out long. My left knee stays bent. Wild thing. Gorgeous, beautiful. Lots of strength right here, my friends. I know. Then pull yourself up and over. Right leg rises up. Here comes that right knee to right elbow. I know, right? You're like, going, let's get back to that quick flowing. Take it back up high. Pull it under to that left elbow. Take it back up high. Beautiful. We're going to step it through. Step it through. Woo, come up into our lunge. Let those arms rest. Now, you know these pieces here today, my friends. We are going to just try to take everything a little bit deeper now that this body is warm. So can you sink a little bit lower down into that lunge? Really feeling, so there's a lot of strength happening here, but you're also probably feeling a nice stretch down that left hip flexor. Beautiful. Take your inhale. We're going to open this into that warrior two. So I'm going to look away from you here. My right foot is forward. My left foot is facing the left. Can you sink down a little bit lower into that front right knee? Squeeze your right glute. Nice and strong. Now try to hold that lower body exactly where it is, right? It is tight, it is contracted. Inhale, reach forward, rotate that right palm up. Exhale, reach back. I'm trying not to do anything from my hip bones down. And I'm gonna reach back, opening this right rib cage, maybe taking this left hand and reaching it over to that right hip. Lots of strength. That heart rate is probably going up a little bit. You might be a little bit shaky. Take the inhale. On the exhale, this right forearm, it is not pressing into that right leg. It is gently resting. Left arm reaches long. Hold here or reach both arms out. As if you were holding a beach ball. Hold that navel into your spine. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift that left heel as you rotate. Place those hands down into lunge. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. So we didn't do anything new there, right? But the difference between flowing the body and holding the body. We have one more side. Inhale that left leg, reach it up there, reach it high to the sky, reach that toe to the ceiling, feel that length. Then let the left hip come over the right, let that left knee bend. Beautiful, feel that twistiness. Now you can of course stay right here, or we're gonna come a little light on that right knee, allowing ourselves to flip over. Trying to bring that left leg long. If it needs to bend, it bends. Right, wild thing. You all are fabulous. Then coming back over into that one leg down dog, right? It's super slow flow here. Pull this left knee to that left elbow. Feel that strength in your body. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, pull it under to that left elbow. Inhale, reach it up. This is going to feel so good to come off the hands. Step it through and come up into our lunge. Beautiful. Sink down in that lunge. And then my knee might want to bend a little bit, right? I want to press back through my heel, feeling that stretch. Pull the navel into the spine. Feel the strength in this front leg. Gorgeous. I am like feeling every muscle in my body. Take an inhale. On that exhale, that right hand leads us open, sinking down into warrior two. Nice and strong. That is beautiful where you are, Janelle. Gorgeous. Some of you outside, pulling those inner thighs towards each other, pulling that navel in, your pelvic floor muscles in. Nice and strong. Inhale, reach. Exhale, reverse. Maybe take this right arm, reaching it up. My legs stay nice and strong. Trying to lengthen through my torso. Oh, who is like going, man, why did we stop flowing, right? And then we'll bring this left arm gently. There's no weight. It's just touching. Reach through that right arm. Beautiful. Maybe add that bottom left arm. Reach it long, nice and strong, right here. You got it, my friends. Hang on. Big inhale. On that exhale, rotate that body. That right heel lifts. Plant the hands down. Step back. Downward facing dog. Nice job. Beautiful. We're going to come into our pigeon. So on our inhale, gently lift that right leg. As we come forward, let that right shin come across the mat. Slide that left leg long behind you. Now our tendency, of course, is to sink into this right hip. We want to try to pull off the right hip so my hip bones stay nice and even. The more of a 90-degree bend you have in your knee, the deeper the stretch is going to be. Light flex of that right foot, and then maybe come down to your elbows. Maybe come down all the way to your belly. I personally like to kind of rest here on my forearms. Think about pulling the crown of your head forward as you press your tailbone back. Take a couple of deep breaths here. So vinyasa, always a little bit different. I just decided to stick with some of those basic warrior flows. That we did today is just kind of a typical warrior flow. We didn't get into any really super complicated poses today. Just taking that body through the flow and the hold, challenging it in different ways. And I remember at the beginning of class, I said towards the end, check back in. How are you feeling physically? How are you feeling mentally? Where are you able to kind of shut the world out a bit? Just be in this time and space. On our inhale, we'll gently lift our chest. We'll just point that back left toe towards the sky. Now you can, of course, stay right here. If you want to take that left arm, reaching it around and pulling in for the deeper stretch, you can. Try not to sink into that right hip. Try to stay up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice deep stretch. And then we'll gently curl those left toes. The toes point down. Press the hands in. Step back into your downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale the left leg as we bring it through, bringing that shin across the front of the mat. Sliding that right leg back. Lifting up all of that left hip. Now you can always take a pillow or something and slide under if you want that support. And then coming down, long spine. Again, you can be on your belly, your forearms. Think about lengthening through the spine. Feel all of that awesome stretchiness in that left hip. Your left foot is a little bit flexed. It's not pointed. And you stay here in the present now that we're not moving as quickly. Right? I personally find it easier to kind of lose myself when we are flowing, right? Because I have to just think about what's coming next. When the body slows down, is the mind able to just kind of stay in the present? Or does it start to wander? There's not a right answer. It's just getting to know yourself. Inhale, lifting up. Lift, pointing that back right foot. So for myself personally, right, when I get quiet, sometimes my mind, that's where my mind starts to play tricks on me. What I want to learn to do is be able to hold that peace, hold that focus in my mind without all the distractions. I need to be mindful wherever I am. Roll the back toes under, place them down. Step back, one last downward facing dog. Come on down to your knees, cross your ankles behind you. We'll have a seat and we'll roll it down. Give yourselves a little bit of a hug. Tell your body, thank you. Tell your mind, thank you. Honor how you're feeling. And let yourself lengthen out into that Shavasana. Now we officially have about 20 seconds here together. But I like to leave you here. And I invite you, take a minute or two here in your Shavasana. I promise a couple of minutes that you spend here in Shavasana, unless you have a timeline meeting or something that you have to get to. You're going to get far more benefit to your body than you would, taking that 2 minutes to do something else. Now, I understand timelines, meetings, other classes. But if you can, I invite you to hang out right here in Shavasana for another minute or two. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. The love and light in me honors the love and light in you. Namaste.